Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be reviewing and recommending four, in my opinion, top Adelaide tree services. Now, before I get into who they are, I better tell you who I am. So, my name is Ben. I run Go Tree Quotes. Basically, what we do is we work closely with tree services around Australia, and we match customers with qualified, insured, and in customer reviews opinions, the best and cheapest local tree services. We have our own independent review system, so we don't take our reviews from online sources. After we put the customers in touch with companies, we then take note of what the customers are saying and continue or discontinue to recommend those services. So the ones I'm going to be going through in this video, we've been working on and off with for most of them for about the last 3-4 years. Consistently we get good reviews. They're all qualified, they're all insured, and they all give really good reasonable prices. Now that being said, we do work with scores of other tree services around Adelaide. Most of them are just as good most of the time. There's certainly a lot of fly-by-night companies, a lot of duds. You do need to be careful if you're just going to do a Google search or a Yellow Pages search or look in the local paper. You're not always going to get a good deal or a good job done. So you definitely need to do your homework. So first up is Tree Tech. Now, Tree Tech is run by Jonathan Getty and his business partner Paul. Paul's surname escapes me at the moment, but they're based in Ashton. They do cover most of Adelaide. This is them there. This is what their website looks like. Very clean cut. There's their phone number there. You can either go to the website, call their number direct. And this is proof as well, another 26 reviews on Google of the quality work they do. Next up, another one that we highly recommend is Gumnuts Tree and Stump Removal. Funny name, great company. They're based in Salisbury East, which is up the north of Adelaide. They do cover most parts. They probably won't go to the hills or too far into the sort of deep southern suburbs of Adelaide, but all the north stuff they do and right into the centre they'll definitely tackle. Kelly and Brad runs this company. Small company but great crew, very friendly, and again always great feedback. This is what their website looks like. There's a number there if you want to call them. Any of these companies you can find but just by typing in the company name, like Gumnuts Tree Services Adelaide, and they'll definitely pop straight up. Now they don't have a Google reviews, but they do have some reviews from 12 different people on Facebook. So next one up is Arb Oz Tree Services, run by William. They're based in Bridgewater up in the hills. They like to stick to the hills. They will venture into the southern suburbs of Adelaide. Depending how big the tree job is, they might go a little bit further into the northern suburbs. You will have to call them to find out. They're in high demand. They're a very good company. Unfortunately, we don't send work to them all the time just because they run off their feet. But when we do get a tree quote request for a trim or removal in the hills or southern suburbs, these are one of the guys we highly recommend and forward your details on to. So that's Will in action. This is what the website looks like. Again, there's a phone number on the bottom left corner if you want to pause and just call that. And they've actually got a link from Google review to their website, and they list some of their top reviews there. All 5 stars. And the last one is Kenwell. I wanted to give a shout out to Kenwell. He's pretty old school. He doesn't actually have a website. And I actually struggle to find a company logo online. Nevertheless, Michael, his name's Michael Kenwell, is a great guy. He runs a great small business. He's been operating for many years. He's insured. He's very much qualified, very much capable of taking on any job that you throw at him, whether it be a removal or a trim. And he's just a good, honest, hard-working guy. This is them in action. Looks like they're trimming a bottle brush. And here are some of their reviews, which I think I found this on True Local. But again, I'm giving these recommendations based on the internal reviews that we get from previous customers. So that's it from me. If you wanted to save yourself the trouble of ringing all these companies individually, you can just come to our website here. We've got a lot of helpful information. To save yourself time, you can just put in your postcode here. Put in your specific postcode. You come to our online form here, and if you just give us a few details about your tree job, we then forward that on to the top local recommended companies. We try and filter them by price and quality balance. So all these guys that we recommend are very reasonably priced. We don't serve the the bigger companies, ones with huge marketing budgets that are just going to pass those marketing costs on to you and basically rip you off. These are great companies who will do a good job for a good price. Once you give a few details and some contact details, we receive that at our end and forward it onto the top local companies. Most likely it will be at least one of the companies that I mention, but as mentioned, we do work with scores of other companies in Adelaide on and off depending on their workload, but you can rest assured we are going to send you a quality company. Okay, that's it from me. Best of luck with your tree job. This is Ben.